St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge is considered to be one of the best birding hotspots in the Florida Panhandle. What makes these 60+ thousand acres home to so many birds? The answer is a strategic location. Situated on the coast means that St. Mark's is able to accommodate a lot of species. Today you get to come along with me as we explore this refuge in the end of October. The first stop of the day is a place known as Twin Bridges, right past the visitor center. This has historically been a great spot for warblers and other neotropical migrants passing through because of the deciduous forest here. I got yellow-rumped warbler and common yellowthroat here as far as the warbler species go, and then I also picked up eastern phoebe. Total of 10 species so far. Got downy woodpecker and red-shouldered hawk as well. Here at Twin Bridges, I also got northern flicker, red-shouldered hawk, and a flyover flock of 200 red-winged blackbirds. This is the second stop of the day, and there was a lot of birds here. Had great egret, a bald eagle flyover, and some swamp sparrows behind me. So I'm just going to start picking through all the birds and see what I can identify. Here I found these American coots and pie-billed grebes together in the marsh. There was also a greater yellowlegs that I heard calling. While this shorebird is pretty hard to tell apart from the lesser yellowlegs, they are easily distinguishable by their call. This northern harrier flew across the marsh. There was also 5 turkey vultures on the road, and a belted kingfisher flying by. A quick stop at Mounds Pool number 1 brought in mourning dove, common gallinule, marsh wren, gray catbird, swamp sparrow, and the first boat-tailed grackles of the day. So here there's been a huge flight of yellow-rumped warblers. They've just been streaming overhead. I've counted about 60 or so right now. I also found a ruby-crowned kinglet and some more palm warblers. The quick walk to Headquarters Pond proved to be worth it, as I picked up Carolina wren, house wren, tree swallow, a lot of swamp sparrows, and I heard a Wilson's warbler. So I'm here at Headquarters Pond and had a flyover northern harrier. It was a male, second harrier of the day. Also had 2 marsh wrens, which is the first marsh wrens of the day, and a couple common gallinules, some swamp sparrows, more gray catbirds, and tree swallows. So there was also here at the Headquarters Pond a bald eagle and osprey got into a pretty brief scuffle. I'll show you some pictures I got of the bald eagle. It's pretty neat. So I'm finishing up here at Headquarters Pond, and we're going to head to Lighthouse Pool next. So I added a couple more birds to the list here. I think we're around 40 species for the day, which is pretty great. Yeah, so let's head to Lighthouse Pool. On the way to Lighthouse Pool and Flats, there's this huge flock of tree swallows. Mixed in between were 2 least sandpipers. At Lighthouse Pool and Flats, I was able to get a lot of coastal specialties, such as willet, sanderling, a flyby forster's tern, a nice flock of black skimmers, and 2 black-bellied plovers. Flying out on the ocean were some double-crested cormorants and brown pelicans. Over here, there's a large flock of white ibis. Mixed in were some great egrets, snowy egrets, and a great blue heron. Right by the parking lot, I found a palm warbler. During the summer, they head up north and nest in the northern forests of the US and Canada. But in the winter, you can often find these cute little birds all over the state of Florida. I spent quite a bit of time scoping here. Pretty common throughout the refuge were eastern phoebes, as I heard one at every single stop. In Lighthouse Pool was a tricolored heron. So that's it for St. Mark's National Wildlife Refuge. We got a total of 50 species, which is pretty good. Shorebirds and waterfowl will be arriving in about a month, so I didn't get very many waterfowl species or shorebirds, but that's okay. We still had a great day. If you want to see more birding adventure videos, click or tap the video on your screen right now.